Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Big House. This massive crowd assembled here today to cheer on the Wolverines, already chanting, "Go Blue." Today, it's a top 25 matchup. Two teams off to good starts, hoping to build on that and test themselves against another ranked team. As we'll see a team that made use of a bye week, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Wolverines will kick this away to get us going here. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. The Blue Devils offense comes on the field first today. Here comes that star wide receiver with the swag that kind of rubs opponents the wrong way, Kirk, because he's saying, I don't care who you are, I'm going to embarrass you today.
Well, Chris, there's a rumor that this guy actually DMs the opposing corners before the game that he's going to go up against, as if to say, hey, it's going to be a long day for you today. But the wild thing is he actually comes out and single-handedly unravels defenses to the point that by the end, it looks like he's in the heads of the opposing secondary. Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The Blue Devils pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Looking to throw, it's Van Dyke. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. We'll get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. It's a run. Running back's got it. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Makes the catch. Goes down after making the grab. That's not going to be enough for a first down.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Here comes the 7th play of a good-looking opening drive, but it's third down now. And he's got his man open downfield. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Boy, this is a great way to start this game for this offense. Everything seems to be clicking. Quarterback's making great decisions. Here he makes a perfect throw to the receiver for a nice touchdown to get this game started right.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring.
That makes the score 7, Michigan 0.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Michigan's offense comes out for their first possession today. If there's one guy on this defensive side, Kirk, who can be a game wrecker, it's this elite pass rusher, very much on the quarterback's mind today.
Yeah, Chris, but it's going to be very tough. This quarterback does a nice job of moving around in the pocket, and also he's going to have an awareness of exactly where this guy is and have a clock in his mind about how quickly that ball needs to get out.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Oh, here comes the reverse. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position and were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
So here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Important 2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Van Dyke. Defense is coming after him. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works. And the Blue Devils will bring their punt team onto the field. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll try to run it with the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
And the Wolverines looking to keep this drive moving. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 37.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. And Duke has the lead here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. To the air, it's Allen. A quick throw caught over the middle. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The Wolverines will come to the line on fourth down, looking to convert. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Wolverines come to the line with first and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. Tight end goes in motion. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
You know, when the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
And they're trying to punch it in here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Kurt, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and we reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Blue Devils offense heads back out of the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. The Blue Devils pick up enough to get a first down there. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on first down. It's a quick grab. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Here's the second down play.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. That completion sets up a third down play. Looking to pass, it's Van Dyke. Down goes the quarterback, it's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. He's running out of time here. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to...
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
That defensive back played that route so well. Right on the receiver's hip. He saw the ball and just swatted it away.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Still going. It's a foot race. And they finally grab a huge return coverage team. Lucky he didn't score there. The offense starts with excellent field position. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. And they begin first and goal, looking to cash in on this incredible field position. Looking to pass. It's Van Dyke. Makes the catch, but couldn't stay in bounds. Incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give the receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Coming up, second down and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he will score. Touchdown, Duke. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7.
That makes the score.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. This one will be fair caught. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Michigan. So after the momentum shifts, Kirk, we are now dead even in this football game.
Chris, doesn't it have that feeling that which quarterback's going to have the ball last is going to be the offense, and the guy that has a chance to win this game may be going back and forth all game?
Here comes the point after attempt. And it's good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Fires it on the move. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Van Dyke. Pressure is coming. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Here comes a handoff. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. And the Blue Devils will line up to boot it away. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the returner will be brought down. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Deep shot ball's incomplete, but a lot of contact there. And here comes the penalty flag. Defense.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield, and you get a call like this.
They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Ann Arbor. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. You'll call for the fair catch here. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
They'll feed the back again. Breaking free at the 35. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And the Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receivers' willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
He fires this throw and is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender, and he throws the interception.
Blue Devils offense heads back out of the field now. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. So, second down after the incompletion. They'll hand it off. He shreds the tackle. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Van Dyke. He bought some time. Now lets it go. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. The punt goes out of bounds. Looks like the 35-yard line is where they'll spot it. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. They'll test the right side here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They're going to run it. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Cut quickly. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday at our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd.
And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. But this one is broken up, falls incomplete.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with 2 guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
But he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. He's going to bring up a 3rd down play.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to...
It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack because right now, this isn't working.
Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. This, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. And you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line play just like that.
And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now. And the Blue Devils will have to kick this away. On the kick now for the 5th time today. No fair catch. He feels the punt. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Tackle made after the completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That completion sets up an important 3rd down play. Dropping back. It's Allen. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a 1st down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they will claim the 2nd half lead. kicking team out for the PAT try. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Running out of time in the pocket. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Looking right, this one caught.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Receiver makes the grab, and look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? The Blue Devils starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Van Dyke. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. And the Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's caught downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to get...
He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Man, how do you like to be the offensive coordinator for this team right now with the offensive line coach trying to come up with any answer at all to deal with this pass rush? That's 5 sacks now in this game. They can...
Oh, the ball is not free. Who's got it? Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down after that run on the previous play. Hands it off on the counter. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. It's Allen. He's moving out of the pocket. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Snags the quick throw. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. This is important, a chance to extend the lead here in the final quarter. This try is no good. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss.
Yeah, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. That poor kicker.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Oh, and he goes down after a short gain. That's not enough for the first down. 2nd down after that previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. The pass is caught. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. A new set of downs after that completion. First down. We're going to throw the football. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Back to throw. It's Van Dyke. Looking to make a play deep downfield. The pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so they have to run a couple of plays here. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. First down here for this offense. And here's the handoff. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Wolverines begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Running through the tackle.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the 4th quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts. And
he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Blue Devils offense heads back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Van Dyke. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Down late. They'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. The crowd is roaring, trying to help this defense on 4th down. Under heavy pressure, takes a shot as he throws the ball. This one falls incomplete on 4th down. It's a turnover on downs. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The offense will begin now with excellent field position. And now the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw, and he'll loft it to the end zone. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. And the importance of this attempt, if he makes it, it's now a 3-score game. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. After extending the lead with a field goal, they'll kick it off now, trying to make the offense go a long way to win it. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. The pocket breaking down. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Van Dyke. The pass rush closing in. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. A tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down. The Blue Devils bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Well, this was an intriguing matchup coming in. We weren't sure which way it was going to go. Kirk, what do you think made the difference today?
Well, I think it's the critical moments, the 3rd downs, the red zones, the turnover margin. Those are the areas you're usually going to see the difference in a close game, and today they were able to come up on top in a lot of those aspects of the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.